Good morning, duck peoples. How's everybody? Oh. Oh, I should have changed the latency on this stream. We're gonna have that infamous 30-second delay. Damn. Oh. I hate the 30-second delay. I almost want to end the stream and start it again. I should, eh? I'm gonna do that, folks. I'm gonna end the stream and start it again, and crank up the YouTube setting, because this 30-second delay is hard to have a conversation. It's really hard. So we're gonna do that, okay? I know. Why? What? Why end it? I'm gonna start it again, like instantly start it. Instantly. I just, the 30-second delay sucks. Like, well, look, I'm gonna time it, okay? Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Test. Oh, it's got a 3-second delay now. What's going on? Oh, it's got a 3-second delay now. What's going on? Oh, it's got a 3-second delay now. What's going on? Oh, it's got a 3-second delay now. It just never stops, eh? Do you notice that? It just never stops, eh? Do you notice that? Okay, we'll start again. I want to see what this is. I don't need to start end the stream. Okay, hang on. Get my composure. Okay. Okay, hang on. All right. Get my composure. Okay. Test. Okay, hang on. Get my composure. Okay. Test. Okay, hang on. Get my composure. 5-second delay. We can live with a 5-second delay. We can live with a 5-second delay, right? We'll try it again. I know, we're doing techie here. Try it again. I know, we're doing techie here. Try it again. I know, we're doing techie here. Try it again. 4-second delay. That's all it is. Okay. I can live with 4 seconds. I thought it was 30 seconds. Okay. That's strange, because some days it's 30 seconds. Okay, so update. What happened here? Fox. Dougie. He's such a rotten dog, folks. Oh, speaking of rotten dog, look, I gotta show you my clock. It looks so awesome. Oh. Painkillers haven't hit yet, so. Look at it. Is that pretty awesome? With the white arms? You can see it like real easy what time it is. I'm early. It's 5 to 9. I'm just not supposed to start this stream till 9. Oh, there's the rotten dog. Oh, man. The clock looks awesome. Well, you can read it in the background. See, you can actually see the clock in the background and see what time it is. I love it. Oh, I'm so thankful for that. Oh, Sue, thank you so much. Wait till she sees it. I don't know if she's here. I think Sue's in a different time zone. Oh, okay, so. Okay. So, last night, Mr. Fox was here, because anybody that's watching the streams last night, you would have heard the ducks losing it. So, Doug, he didn't hear the fox, didn't smell him, so nothing. So Doug's sleeping on in the bed, okay? And I got to open up the sliding door to basically hang out the sliding door with the gun, sort of like hunting hogs out of a helicopter, to get this fox. So, but I got to get rid of Doug. Doug's got to he's got to go, and he's got to go into the other room. So I'm trying to drag Doug off the bed. he's not moving. He's asleep. He's all Mr. Cuddles, laying on the bed. And I'm like, Doug, there's a fox here. Don't you hear the ducks? Like, the ducks are like, are quacking away and that stuff. And he doesn't even care. He's all sleeping, like, oh, cuddlies. Actually, he wanted me to cuddle him. Anyways, finally, I'm starting to giggle because Doug is being so ridiculous because he will not get off the bed. I slide him off the bed. He falls on the floor because he did not want to wake up. Meanwhile, the ducks are outside quacking like crazy. I know the fox is here. I got the gun hanging right beside my door. Finally got Doug up and I opened the door to get him to go into the other room. He wants to go down the stairs. So I'm wrestling with Doug in the top of the stairs. And I'm doing all of this with a sore back naked, okay? So I finally got him, his front end turned to the other door and I started pushing him. And then he decided to put the brakes on the rug. He had the brakes on and I couldn't push him. It was unbelievable. So I finally got him in the other room. Got back in, got my house going on. Had a drink of water. Got my composure. Opened the door. And I sat there at the door. And it was windy. Holy moly's. I don't even know if the cameras are still in the right place or not. Did anybody notice that the cameras are still in the right place outside? Because one gust of wind, it felt like the house lifted. Stubborn. So stubborn. Stubborn, bullheaded. Just the worst dog. Well, I was so bad, I was in the shower giggling to myself how bad it was last night. It's pretty bad, you know, when you're 4 hours later and you're still giggling about how bad your dog is. It is tilted. And it's looping. The duck stream's looping. Alright, hang on. Which one's looping? Back or front? It's still nighttime? Okay, hang on. Well, yeah, there's something wrong. I can't even reach the stream. Okay. Yeah, we're offline on the front encoder. Totally gone. We're down. So what happened last night? Okay, let me go look out the window. See if it's even still there. Oh. No, it's gone. Great. Okay. We got problems. Oh man, I hope it's not broken. Damn it. I knew that gust of wind. So I guess this is not good. It's not good at all, folks. The garbage can is upside down on the ground and it should be held on the wall by a bungee cord. So what about the back stream? Is it working? Let's take a look. Oh, this is bad news. It was crazy, the wind here last night. So let me just make sure the back pin is working. The back one, is it working? Yeah, it's out of focus. It's not very sharp. The camera doesn't want to be in focus, eh? Out in the light like that? That's strange. I wonder why it does that. It's got to be the sun hitting the lens. Because it's autofocus. Hey, Vista. Just so you know, Vista. I got your email. It's out of focus. It's autofocus. It should be doing it. Oh. I wonder why it's going out of focus. It shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I know you emailed me about that. But it's out of focus because it's the autofocus is not working. Oh. Why is it being out of focus? Doesn't make any sense. It was focused in the garage or the barn. No, we had, well, I'm trying to think. It was in the barn with the big lens on it. That's what the thing was. With the, what you call it? With the, oh, help me here. The wide angle lens was on it. Good morning, WQ. Oh, I gotta go fix a stream. Oh, I hope nothing's broken. It's upside down. It's not a good thing. Oh. Well, that just sucks. The wind was intense. Like I said, very intense. Like I said, I was hanging out the window with the gun and I thought the house lifted off the ground. The gusts were so strong. But I'm really wondering why that camera's not in focus. Maybe I'll reboot it. I didn't get to my friend's place to hang upside down yesterday because I had a great day in the city. I had an exciting adventure in the city. I got to go all over the city, travel, and there were so many people out there enjoying the city with me. The streets were packed with festivities. They were doing the city festivity thing, you know? No, I wasn't going to Toronto. I wasn't. But I got the stuff right here, folks. Here they are. This is it. This is going to get me back to doing stuff again. So today, I got stuff to do so that I can get this going. And guess what I forgot I got to do? There's another thing I forgot that I got to do. And I'm not happy about this because I woke up this morning. Remember this. I've got to do my my taxes this week because I said I was going to do it April 1st. It was the deadline I gave myself. I was going to, no matter what I was doing, April 1st I was going to go to my office and get all the stuff ready for the accountant. So that means this week. I hate taxes. Oh. Just a waste of time. And then you have to give them money. And I gotta do it this week. It has to get done. Can't procrastinate on it. I was gonna do it like back in February, but oh yeah, we have property tax. We're just like everybody else. We have really good property taxes. Really good ones. Actually, the techie guy that was here working on my computer, we were talking about taxes, and he lives in Ottawa. And I can't get my head around this, but and he's just a computer tech. Like it's just like he works for a company fixing computers. His property taxes are $7,200 a year on his house. Then he says, plus there's the sewer and water on top of that. And I was like, $7,200. Whoa! I was like, get me out of there. I can't even. I don't. That's. I just. I'm gonna cry, Gail, when I do mine. Well, I'm gonna get them and then take them all to the the account. Yeah, ouch, ouch, ouch. 7,200. And then the crazy part is that here in Canada, we have to pay income tax on that 7,200. So like really, you're gonna at 7,200, you're gonna have to earn about. So that's like almost $11,000 of income, 10.5 worth of income you got to make to pay the 7,200 because we don't get to deduct the 7,200 off our income tax. So I said, like, what's your house like? Is it like a super duper house or something? Then he told me the area he lived in. And I said, no, that's not a super duper house. And then he told me what the assessed value was, and I was like, in that area, it's that much. It was assessed for 575,000, and I was like, my God, man! Like, it's not even like an estate, folks. It's just a regular area of Ottawa. I couldn't imagine. Actually, yesterday when I was driving in Ottawa, I was looking at the houses and I was thinking of what they're worth there, or not what they're worth, what they charge people, because what they're worth and what they charge are two different things. I can't even imagine it. I just like, it's crazy. I pay $1,900 here a year in taxes, and for that $1,900, they come. Well, they drive by once a week, and if I have a garbage bag, they'll take it. And since I don't generate, since I don't generate, since I don't generate any garbage, it's about once every 3 weeks. So they pick up garbage from me once every 3 weeks for $1,900 a year. That's what I get. They do nothing else. And the other people say, well, the fire department. I love that one, eh? Do you people realize? I bet you a lot of people don't realize the fire department. When your house burns to the ground or even partially burns, they send you a bill, eh? Your property taxes don't pay for the fire department for their service. They just pay for the fire department. The service part of the fire department you pay for extra. So like when your house burns to the ground, if you don't have fire insurance, you're going to get about a $20,000 bill from the fire department. And then they'll charge you about $10,000 to take the rubble to the dump, even though you pay all this property tax. No. It's $30,000 is what the bill is because your house burned down. Aren't you glad you have fire insurance? It's so unbelievable, folks. Anyways, that's rabbit hole stuff. Today's Fix the Computer Day, so that I can get back to doing stuff. Because I gotta get back to doing stuff. I gotta be able to do stuff. But I didn't want to get out of bed. I really didn't. I really didn't. I really should have just stayed. I wanted to so bad, but when the sun hit me in my face, I knew it was time to get up. Oh, does the government ever make sense? It's a hot tub tech day. It's a hot tub duck tech day. Yep. Say that one quick, eh? But I just want to stay in bed. Goodbye, 7XL. I did. I can't believe how tired I am today. That drive, to the city. I'm just a simple-minded country folk, not up for the city adventure. I'm so drained from it. It's unbelievable. I woke up. Why am I so tired? I had too much excitement yesterday. Oh, I already showed the clock, Juanita. There it is, right there. See? You're gonna have to replay the stream. I showed it right at the beginning. You can read her really nice. The white arms make a huge difference. You can see right now. It's working fine. You can see the right on Doug's face. So I can actually see the time in the screen behind me. I have no chocolate in the house. I'm so lucky. I'm so glad I have no chocolate. But you know, when I was in the city, I was getting they must pump the smell of fast food in the air outside of stores because every place I went into, I smelled burgers when I came out. It was the strangest thing. And I looked around and there was no burger places anywhere. And I was like, where are the burger places? Like it was like an open grill smell everywhere I went. It was like, was this the weirdest thing? Thankfully, I had breakfast before I went to the city, so I was not hungry, or I would have had a burger. I don't have any chocolate bars. I'm so glad I don't. The clock looks awesome, actually, Juanita. The white arms is what it needed. Like it's perfect with the Doug head. I don't, it's the perfect. I'm not going to even touch it now. It sticks out. Looks like it still looks good. It's awesome. I got a Doug clock. Oh, I gotta go fix a stream. Oh, I hope nothing's broke inside of there. That was bad. The fact that it's not working means something got undone. That's not good. And undone means something could be broken. That would suck. Well, it was an expensive weekend, so I guess we could top it off with a cherry on top, eh? With the broken equipment. Oh. They also haven't got wet? No, wind. It was crazy wind here last night. Absolutely nuts. Oh, you're welcome, Vista. I did this just for you, actually, because I wasn't going to do it. Then I thought, oh, Vista's probably sitting there waiting for me. And then I set the stream up, folks. Oh, this was close. Um, I set the stream up, and I turned it on, took everything, and then I went in. I set it for 9 o'clock. Okay, so you would see that it was 9 o'clock was when coffee was going to start. So I didn't want you to be sitting there waiting, going, well, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? So it was 9 o'clock. So then I went and had a shower. And then I came out and I thought, oh, I gotta start the coffee machine. So I came out here, butt naked, and ran over there and started the coffee machine. I turned around and went, oh no, the camera's right there. And I'm thinking, what if the camera would have accidentally started? And here I am walking right by here, butt naked, to turn the coffee machine on. I said, don't ever do that again, Matt. It was like, I like, oh, that would have been bad. It would have been like, oh no. They're getting a strike on YouTube. Butt naked, walking through my kitchen. No, just snap back in place. Snap the part, snapped it. It's very easy. Just got to be careful with the hands, eh? Because they're so light. You don't want to bend anything. Happy Easter, Gene. It would have been an Easter parade, yeah. Would have been. I wouldn't have liked it, actually. I don't think many people would like to be 25, 30 people sit there waiting for coffee. You walk by naked, dangling in the wind. It was like, it was close. A mental note, I will never do that again. It's like, I was thinking I was being efficient this morning starting the camera. No. Getting everything set up while I was waiting for the painkiller to kick in. Company, the woman didn't realize that she was left. She ran away from. Oh, she was working from home, Vista, and she was sitting doing a conference call naked. That would be, well, that's almost stupid, actually. You know, it is stupid, not almost. Like, who would I could see if you're sitting there with a shirt on and butt naked, from the shirt down. Like, I could be naked right now. No, you already saw I had pants on. No, but I could. You know what I mean? Hundreds attending. Man, oh man. She really showed her intelligence, eh? Oh, folks. I'm really sad now. I gotta go fix a camera situation. I'm really hoping it's not broken. That just sucks, man. Like, that means all my streams are down right now. That's right. I just realized that. That means every stream, all 9 websites are down. Well, that's now I'm starting to get a little bit of an OCD attack here. Just I just realized that. Oh, I gotta fix that right now while we're chatting. I just realized, besides that's really irritating me. Because that means every website right now, because that's the stream that feeds all the websites. Okay, so we need number 3. Can't reach number 4. We need to go to restream. And yeah, are we down? Yeah, restream is offline. So that means everything is down right now. Okay. Hang on. Bear with me, folks. We're doing the tech portion of the show, which so many people enjoy. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Sorry, folks. I wasn't thinking because I'm still really half asleep. I'm getting better here. I'm getting close. Just bear with me. I don't believe this. I hope nothing's broken. Are we live? Come on, work. Turn on. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, she's on. Are we connecting? Oh, okay, she's connecting. All right, I'll go back to YouTube. The restream. Go there. I got just couple more clicks. We want ducks in the pen. Stream. I gotta at least get something running on the other cameras. We can't have 9 not showing because people in Russia. We have people in Russia watching the stream on the VK. Yeah, we got a couple followers. Ducks can speak Russian. Did you know that? Are we online? I just want to double check to make sure we're online here. I bet you didn't know that, eh? That the ducks are unilingual. Oh, Facebook ended the stream because there was no signal. Facebook shut us down. All right, we got a slight technical difficulty. Sorry, folks, about this tech right now, but you know, it's Easter and we got to keep the ducks going here. Bear with me, and I'm thinking that we're totally down. And the Facebook is not an easy one to do live, eh? It doesn't cooperate. Okay, so where are we here? Where's the live? I have it pinned at the top. Oh, I hate this. Facebook sucks. No. You know, Facebook is the worst, folks. Like, it is not user friendly. And when I go to the page to do stuff, like to set it up, it's never, ever works. It's like they put so much junk on the page that you don't see it, but I see it. It tells me all this stuff that I can do. No, I don't want to. No, okay. No, block. I don't want to do that. It wants to do a Facebook stream right now of me sitting here. I don't want to do that. Okay, bear with me. Secure connection. connection. Go live. Okay. What is going on? This is... There's a setting that I don't know. Why is it doing this? Settings. Oh, there it is. Settings. Publish after log in. Allow embedding. Publish as continue. They don't eat. Facebook. What a horrid site. Horrid site. Okay. I gotta see if this works. I'm really sorry about this morning, folks, but I gotta keep the show going. RHO. What? What? Somehow right now it's got the back camera. I got the wrong camera, folks. I'm streaming in the barn. That's what I'm doing. I'm on the wrong camera right now. Oh, I'm not too clued in, eh? That's right, I moved the encoders around. I got different numbers. Oh, okay. Right. Ducks and geese. What do we call it? Ducks and geese live stream, right? I'm so sorry about this, folks. But we had technical difficulties because of the wind. Okay. Go live. I'm thinking this is right. Okay, we're back to live on Face. There. Yeah. Okay, so how do I leave this? You're still broadcasting. Yeah, I want to leave the page. It's so brutal. Oh, now it shows that there's a live feed on Facebook now, folks. If you go to Facebook now, beside the word video, there's live. Oh, boost available. Remember we went through that before? I'm going to pin it to the top of the page. But remember how I can't do the boost? But it says that the option's there. Okay, could you do me a favor? If you go to the Facebook page right now, is there a live stream showing on top of the page? Because I can't tell with this terrible site. Okay, I'm sorry about the tech this morning, folks, but we have a problem because things are broken here. Oh man, didn't count on this today. I hope nothing's broken outside. But I'm gonna do a recon. I'll do it with the camera on my head so that you can see the situation we're in on equipment. So when I do egg recon, there's going to be a warning. There's going to be some tech involved, as in a broken upside down camera. Okay? I gotta switch the streams again. Oh, I'm getting confused now. Bear with me here. Number 2 is outside. It's live on Facebook. Thank you, Tom. Okay. If I load that, oh, I gotta copy this. Copy. I'm sorry, folks, but we gotta get the ducks live because people are relying on us all over the world for duck streams. Okay. I'm so confused here. I'm doing the wrong ones. Oh man. Don't do this when you're tired, eh? That's what it means. But I didn't count on waking up and finding out that I had a camera. That's the first time I ever had a camera do that. Oh, I hope it's not broken. would suck. Wouldn't it? And it's out of focus. Why is the camera out of focus? You know what? There's a thing, it's coming to me right now, folks. There's a setting that for the cameras to do a reset for the focus on them. And I'm trying to remember how you do it. I'm trying to remember, like, there's something on that camera for resetting the focus. Okay, that's strange. I did have the right. Oh man, I had things totally screwed up here this morning. Am I live? Live. Number 2. Oh, yeah, this is too much this morning. Didn't count on this. We know how some people really love the tech part of the show. It's like the highlight to some people. Okay, that's still working. Okay, now I see ducks outside. Okay, all right, we're good to go. It's happening. And it says the only one we're not, you now is the only one that's having a problem on the stream, but we're live everywhere else. And there's somebody in Russia that watches the stream all the time. It shows there's always somebody in Russia watching the stream. All right. Sorry, Bentley was doing duck porn. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go and do a recon and go discover the bad news this morning on equipment. See what's broken. Oh man, I don't believe this. I hope everything stayed in its place inside the garbage can, and it was just the thing just got unplugged. That's what I'm hoping on. It's not good, you know, when it doesn't work, because everything's hardwired. So it means like either, you know, some blunt force trauma or it got unplugged. So let's hope that it's not blunt force trauma, because you know how electronics loves blunt force trauma. And there's some way of that camera, the focus on it. Why is it always out of focus? It wasn't like that in the front of the barn, was it? You know, it was, you know, like there was, oh yeah, it's all padded inside there, but it's still not meant to be banged around. What I'm worried about, Vista, was I had a weight in the bottom of it. And I'm worried about the weight in the bottom getting thrown around inside and banging electronics. I think I got a chunk of steel or a patio stone chunk of concrete or something in the bottom of the can for weight. That's what I'm worried about, is the weight in the bottom of the can. Because if it got flipped upside down, which it has, I looked outside and it's upside down, it means that weight is no longer on the bottom of the can, it's on the top of the can, and to get to the top of the can from the bottom of the can, it's got to pass through all the electronics. And I'm thinking, like, what are the odds of that weight not hitting something while it was passing through? You know? My head didn't do too well to the blunt force trauma, though. I'm still paying for it a year and a half later. I still get headaches from it. I'm damaged goods now. I got a little more coffee before I go outside and depress myself. Oh. Oh man. Oh, this is a good looking shirt, eh? Hey, Recon's going to be called Tech Recon. Road Warrior. We've changed the name today. It's going to be called Tech Recon. Yeah, it's a spadorky looking shirt, eh? It's like some kind of Superman thing. Oh. Happy Easter to you, believers. Let me just, I'm going to click on the link, see if it works for me. Yeah, it works for me, and it's an unfocused camera. Why is it doing that? That really upsets me, that camera. I got to, oh, everybody's joining me on Facebook right now. Jean, Stephanie. Stephanie changed her avatar on Facebook. Oh, now it's focused. It just focused, folks. Oh, now it's going out of focus. Why is it doing this? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Oh. No, it's not the wind. I wonder if it's the lens, the filter, that filter, but I think I have it on the other cameras and the filters doesn't bother. That could be it. It could be the filter on the lens. It could be that. It could be that the autofocus is bouncing off the filter because there's supposed to be clear filters that I put on there to protect the lens so it's easier to clean. I'm wondering if that's it. There's no moisture here. It was frozen last night. She was below zero. I wonder if that's it. I'm going to take the lens off of it. The filter, I mean. Take the filter off of it and we'll see if it focuses. You know? But it focused on the front of the barn, eh? When we had it on I cleaned it, Dale. I cleaned it so it was absolutely spotless, the filter. But when we had the wide angle lens, maybe I'll try the wide angle lens, but no, it's not sharp. I don't like that not sharp thing. I'm gonna just take the lens, that filter off. I'll take the filter off of it and see if the autofocus works. Same problem in the house? What problem in the house? I don't remember having a problem in the house, Gene. Problem with in the house with a camera. I don't. I know. Goes focuses, out of focus, in focus. I'm gonna take the lens off of it. The filter, I mean. I can see the lens. Filter. With the phone or the iPad? I don't know what you're talking about, Gene. Because I'm using the big cameras outside. With the heavy duty big encoders. I'm not using an iPad outside. I'm using the real McCoy, high-tech streaming stuff. The heavy duty stuff. The expensive stuff outside. The standalone stuff. So, I'm streaming right now on a phone right now. On an old iPhone 6. Actually, I think this is Tom's. No, this is the one I bought on eBay for $300. Oh, the lens. That's what I'm talking about, Gene. I'm talking about the big lens. The big giant wide angle lens that you put onto the big cameras. It doesn't it doesn't focus sharp. There's a slight distortion, and I hated it. And I know some people loved it because it got really wide angle, and it really did give you a good wide angle. But the problem was that it wasn't that crisp, sharp picture. Actually, the front of the barn. This is the camera from the front of the barn that had the wide angle lens on it, so that you could see the whole front of the barn. But I took the wide angle lens off of it because it isn't sharp. And people complained about the front of the barn not being sharp. Oh. Good morning, Brian. So we're gonna go do tech recon. I hope nothing's broken. Well, you're gonna see live. I'll put the GoPro on my head, and you're gonna see live if we're broken or not. But I think I'll take the filter off the back one and see if that works. I got a filter on it, Gene. That's what we're talking about, is the filter. Because I showed you probably weren't here for the stream when I was in the garage setting the camera up. Did you watch that stream when I was working in the garage setting the camera up? To go outside when I was configuring all the Wi-Fi and everything? That was 2 days ago. It's just that lens. The old garbage can. What about the old one? The old one, it has a filter on it, and it's always in focus. It might be not in focus anymore. It might be broken upside down, but it could very well be broken upside down. I might be bringing it back into the house and doing a reconfig. Well, you are looking, the GoPro on my head, it is about a 6 foot, it would be like 6'3", So it would be like, you're like a towering giant. What's Thomas cooking today for Easter? You know what I'm cooking today for Easter? So I'm cooking. So I can get back to doing stuff. I'm really curious though how much stuff I'm going to be able to get done now with this. This is when because before I was hitting the save button, and basically the last 3 weeks that the hard drive has been crashing, I could hit save and I was multitasking. Like I'd go wash the eggs, or I'd go sort the eggs into egg cartons, which you can see there's eggs right now. See on the counter right there. See the eggs? Or I'd go vacuum a room, or I'd wash windows. One day I was doing windows in between when I hit save, and I washed all my living room windows in one save. I was shocked that it was taking so long to shave that I could wash all my windows in the living room because of all the fly poop from the winter. And then I washed the windows upstairs on another save. You know what it's like when you're doing stuff on the computer, and it's like it's that slow when you hit save, and you can go and do domestic chores quite in depth. It's really frustrating, I can tell you that, folks. Oh man. And the artwork is so big. It the baby blankets with all the little tiny, Bentleys and little tiny Dougs and that, those baby blankets, just one file. The baby blanket is 350 megabytes for each one. So, and when they're all in a big Photoshop file, it's almost a gig takes a while when you got your hard drive is crapping out and you hit save, eh? And it's like, oh, well, let's go clean the windows. I had a pail of water that day. I was doing windows in between. Oh man, because remember I told you that I was going to do a live stream. I was going to set a tripod up behind me and you could watch me work. And I was going to do it, but I thought that would be a really bad live stream, eh? Oh, hit save. I'm going to be back, guys. I'm going to go and do my windows while you watch the computer save this. I bought sweet potatoes yesterday. I bought 3 of them. They're on my counter right now. I haven't decided how I'm going to do them yet. I'm thinking about deep frying them. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking yesterday I was in the grocery store. When I came back from town, from the city, I stopped in there, which was a mistake. Man, was that place a nut house. And I saw the sweet potatoes. And I said, oh, I haven't had sweet potatoes in a while. Deep fried. French fry sweet potatoes. You know what I mean? Have you ever had those? Have you ever had them, Stephanie? You don't have to repeat me. You can say yes or no. You had them. Have you had them, Inga? Strawberries had them. Jeans had them. They're nummy. You know how crazy expensive they are? Oh yeah, I definitely have to have some spiciness happen to them. Cayenne. I like cayenne pepper. I like that the best. The cayenne pepper. When you take them out of the deep fryer, give them a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Shake them up. It's good. But anyways, you know what they charge? I never buy them because I refuse to pay for sweet potato fries. And I look at them and I say, I'm not paying that much money. It's a little tiny container. It's about that big, okay? Well, how do they justify the price? They put it in a little tiny stainless steel French fry container, and it's like, I'm not kidding you, folks. It's like that big, okay? It's about that big, and it's about that deep, and then some of the fries stick out of the top. $4.50. I was like, the burger's $6, and it's like, and you want, it's like, yeah, I'm not paying you $4.50 for that. Like, I always look at them like, I'm not doing that. So yesterday I thought I got to get mine. And I bought 3 potatoes, and they were like $2, $1.75 or something. It was substantially less than $4.50. But I can't cook all 3 at once because they're huge. No. I might even bake one. Just bake it up. Oh. I bought hard drives yesterday. It was an expensive day on the Duck Adventure. It was very expensive. But it's going to solve my problem. I'm going to be able to do stuff. I'm going to get back to doing stuff again. Because I don't work. I just do stuff. I just play around, goof around, things like that. It's going to be very well, and plus it's got a 5-year warranty. There's a 5-year warranty on them. But you know how they do the warranty? I didn't realize this, but the guy in the store explained it to me. The warranty is not just 5 years. It's a little bit of a scam. It's 150 terabytes of writing is what the true warranty is. So like I literally will more than likely burn through the warranty in about 3 years. Because that's how they do the warranty. It's 5 years or 150 terabytes of writing is the warranty. And I do a lot of writing because that's what I'm doing. So it's not really 5 years. No. I just know one thing. It's going to be so fast that I'm going to hit save and it's going to be like I'm going to blow through my stuff. It's going to be good. I just want to get back to doing my stuff, folks. I really gotta get, like, I can't believe, like, I have, you know, and the worst part is, here's the worst part, okay? I haven't accomplished anything uh, the last 3 weeks since this computer started giving me the big problems and the hard drive and everything slowing down. But yet I haven't been on holidays. You know, it would have been nice if like I would have been like, well, oh, computer problems for 3 weeks, go away. But no, like a fool, I kept banging my head against the wall, kept trying and trying. I should have just really just shut down and given up, you know, and took some time off. The laptop has 32 and a 4 gig video card. Oh, I had the option when I bought it to get SSDs, but they were like ridiculously expensive back then. Well, put it this way: when I bought the laptop, for one SSD was the price of 4 of these. Okay, when I bought the laptop, the price has come down substantially, and you couldn't get a terabyte. The biggest you could buy when I bought my hard drive or when I bought my computer, the biggest hard drive you could get that was SSD was 250 gigs, which was totally useless to me. Um, so it was like quadruple the price for a quarter of the memory. So that's why I didn't. I bought the hybrid at the time. So, but today's that is tech day, and then it's update day. You know how when you reinstall everything and you're like spending the whole day. Oh, it's so much fun. We're doing updates all day. Uh, Anyways, I don't have any Chinese spice. Cayenne pepper's good. Or you know what's really good, folks? You know, some of you might not like this. Some of you might go, ooh, gross. But you know what's really good with French fries? Mayonnaise. I prefer mayonnaise over ketchup. But then again, my ketchup is spiced with Tabasco. When I buy my tobacco, or when I buy my ketchup, I dump a whole bunch of Tabasco in the bottle and shake her up. So it's really Tabasco ketchup. But mayonnaise, folks, try it on your fries with cayenne pepper. It's good. Cayenne pepper and mayonnaise and fries. Oh, I actually learned it when I lived in England. That's where we got the mayonnaise from. When I was a little one, when I was a little tiny kid. Oh, yes, Dale, it should cook, and it's an i7. I think it's an i7 4800 processor. I think it's a 4800. Pretty sure it's a 48. It's an i7. I know that much. Oh, it should. I should be able to get work done. If you're gonna do ketchup, Stephanie, seriously, take Tabasco, mix it in with your ketchup bottle. I have it in my fridge, and it's not labeled. And I had my buddy he put some on his fries, and he didn't know he doesn't like hot anything, and he was like, "Oh boy, is this ketchup's killer!" And I was like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, it's got a half a bottle of Tabasco mixed in there." uh, yes, England, UK. I was there as a young lad, a little one, wrapped in newspaper cones with French fries and mayo. No, that's a memory I can remember. No, as a child. So yes, and I don't remember the fish because I think my parents ate the fish when I was young, Inga. But I just remembered I remember that. And also another memory I have of when I was little, because you know how when you're kids, you know, like when you're small youngins, it's like your memory's like selective on what you can remember, what you can remember. Another memory I have is going across the English Channel and the water. I don't remember what the boat looked like, or the ship, or the ferry, or what the hell it was in. But I remember that it was really, really like my actual memory. The true memory I have is me as a little. I'm a little guy. I'm like just 5.5 years old, and I'm being hurled across a deck. And you know they have there's the chrome rails they have for people to stand to hold, you know, on the ferry, and my face got smashed into the chrome rail, and my lips split, and I vomited. That memory is so clear, it's unbelievable. It's like it happened yesterday, and I was only 5.5 years old when that happened to me. No one ever thought to tell the 5.5-year-old, hang on to the rail. No, just let him get hurled across the deck, you know, and smash his face. My parents were sort of free that way, you know, like they just let the kids run rampant, you know. Fine. My parents were firm believers in give him enough rope to hang himself. So I've hit my head quite a lot as a young one. Oh, Tom, that I could tell you so many other stories of me hitting my head as a young lad. I got hit in the head with a boulder, and I'm talking a boulder that's like half the size of my stove as a young lad. Knocked me right out. I was my parents. They had a diving board on the dock at our cottage, and my dad was a bit of a procrastinator. Well, not a bit. He was the worst procrastinator in the world. He never did anything all the way, and the diving board was held on the dock by a big rock, like a big like a rock half the size of my stove. That's what he put on the end of the diving board. Don't bolt the thing to the dock. No, put the diving board on the dock, and then use a big rock to hold it down. Stupidest thing you could do. But anyways, he wasn't a rocket scientist. All the families over, all the cousins, everybody's over, okay, and all the kids, because we were the only ones that had a cottage in the family, and the place is like swarming with kids, and the kids are all jumping like kids and diving boards, okay? How you just can't jump one kid on a diving board, you got to put multiple kids on the end of the diving board and jump, okay? Well, it got so bad that we had to hold the rock down because too many kids were jumping on the diving board, so we took turns holding the rock. And my bigger cousins, they were on the end of the diving board, and they decided to do a backflip, so they really jumped on the diving board hard to get some air to do a backflip, and the rock bounced and came up. This big boulder came up and clocked me right in the head because I was bent over pushing down on the rock, but it just came up and whack in my head, knocked me out cold. Out cold. I woke up in the cottage in my bed. One minute I'm down at the lake swimming, next minute I'm in the bed. I wake up and I come out, and back then, parents, they didn't pay attention. There was parents. It was scary. I don't know how we survived. I don't know how we survived, but don't take the kid to the hospital, okay, and like get an X-ray or anything like that to see if he's alright. Just no. There's a party going on right now. Just put him on the bed. He'll be fine. So I remember coming out of the bedroom, and I was like, I didn't know who I was or what happened. And like, now that would be another thing if a parent, if you were a parent and your kid comes out of the bedroom after just getting whacked in the head, be like, the kid doesn't know who he is. Yeah, just walk it off. I know, Stephanie? Doesn't know who he is or what happened. Now, don't you think that would be like, maybe we should take him to the hospital and get the doctor to do an X-ray and just to see what his head's like, Because back then there was no CAT scans or like that. So, but no, my parents, you know what my parents told me? Shut up and go and lay down. I remember that. The cottage was full of people. I walk out. I don't know who I am. Shut up and go lay down. And don't be stupid. That was it. Don't be stupid. It's like, how can you not know who you are? Oh, man. But these were the same people that, because I was dyslexic, um, I used to write completely backwards that you had to read in a mirror, okay? Like it was like really, really bad dyslexia. And they used to think it was funny sitting around with a mirror, get me to write stuff, and then hold the mirror up and say, look at, you can read it backwards in the mirror. And they would sit around drinking beer and get me to write stuff. So literally making fun of me. But I was young. It didn't, I didn't know I was. Today, imagine today if you had, like, if you were doing that to your child and you were all sitting around drinking with your friends and you were like, get the kid to write something. It's really funny. We can play in the mirror. Like, you would literally, that would be like the biggest no-no you could do, making fun of his disability as a parent, Could you imagine in today's, social justice warrior, political correctness, society we live in, doing that to a child? It would be like, well, especially if you video it and put it up on Facebook, eh? Oh, child services. It would be a SWAT team would be appearing at your house. Like, it would be bad. It would be bad. But thankfully, there was no cameras back then, and there's no proof that they did this. Just, I'm the only witness, and the rest of them deny it. So, you know. But it is pretty fun. But I do have pieces of paper with this writing that's backwards. I'm trying to think where that is. I have it here, folks. I'm going to find it, the paper, because I do have some writing from when I was a kid, and I will show you because I just got to remember where that stuff is. Because I have a box of I guess you would call it baby stuff or young kid stuff when I was little, and it has some things that I did, like the infamous, what is that? The finger painting hand thing when you were a child and stuff like that. I'm gonna find it. I gotta show it to you. Oh. And then you'll see. You'll go, yeah, he's not lying. He's got proof. Well, that's well over 50 years old. You can even get it carbon dated to prove that I didn't just do it now. I'm having pork loin. So I guess that's sort of like a Hamish thing, eh, Tom? I don't know how I'm gonna cook it yet. I gotta go and do tech recon, guys. I'm procrastinating, you know, on this going outside. I'm scared to go see what's happening outside. Is it a shoulder roast, Tom? Is that what you're cooking? Is Tom going to tell us if he's cooking a shoulder roast before he leaves? He might not tell us. He might already be gone. Oh, Easter live stream. I am so happy I have no chocolate here. And this stream was supposed to be really, really short. I was gonna just like do a real fast one and go. You think it was just a ham? Oh, Dale, I hope the situation outside is not bad. It would suck to have something break. So, oh, it's a real shank ham. Okay, it's not that processed made into a perfect shape ham. Roasted duck, apple crisp, and milk. Never had that one. Yeah, but this, I'm supposed to be working. I said to myself today that I was going to, cut it out. It's Sunday. I probably will take a day off this week to make up for this today because then I thought last night, if I don't do a stream tomorrow, everybody's going to be wondering where I am, what's going on. And I thought, if I'm, they're all sitting around on Easter waiting, and I don't show up. That's not very polite of me, is it? But it was hard getting out of bed. Not going to lie, folks. Not going to lie. And it's still hard right now staying awake. For some reason today, I'm just completely, I'm drained. I don't know if my body knows it's Easter, but the little pumpkin here, just look at this. He just came over. he wants, Dougie, are you gonna get up? It's not just for Vista; it's for all he is. But Vista was the one that lit the fire underneath me last night. So she made the point clear last night that she expected me to be here. I licked my shirt too, Joyce. Deb sent it to me. Deb isn't here this morning, and it's like 7:13 in the morning in Deb's world. I wonder where she is this morning. She must be busy getting ready for Easter festivities. Yes, it's a sun-warmed dog. He's cooking himself. Yeah, you were that pushy, Vista. You were. You're always pushy, Vista. So don't think otherwise. You're the pushiest one, actually, of everybody. Oh, there's Deb. Just speaking to the devil right now. We were just wondering where you were. Unfortunately, Deb, I'm just was in the process of shutting this stream down because I've got to go and do a tech recon because we have problems here today. So Deb's going to think, though, she shows up and we shut her down. No. She's like a repellent. How dare your son expect you to pay attention to him? Vista. Off with his head. Oh. And I got to go to the garage office and get all my computer disks for the install today. I hate Walmart too, Deb. I drove by a Walmart parking lot yesterday and it was absolutely nuts at the Walmart parking lot. I did not go in there. I don't go in there hardly ever anyways, but the grocery store was pretty crazy. No. Speaking of the grocery store, when I came out, there was this truck. I'm going to say this is the last story of the day. I ordered a poultry feeder and they sent me a tent that used to grow pot. A grow tent. That's funny, Deb. I'm sticking with Windows 7. I have a Windows 10 license, but I don't want to touch it. I got enough learning curve here. I'll stick with 7. 7's good enough for me. So anyways, I come out of the grocery store yesterday after buying my sweet potatoes, and there's this half ton sitting right beside me, and these two dogs got their heads stuck out, and they're like, their faces are like, they look like, from a distance I thought they were in an accident or they were something going on, because they looked like a lot of scar tissue. It turned out it wasn't. They were Australian shepherds. And Australian shepherds have all kinds of dots on their fur that, anyways, from a distance it looked like the dogs were hurt, but they weren't. So anyways, and they're one eye blue, one eye brown. But anyways, really friendly dogs, sticking their head out. And I was like, the windows were up except enough for the dog to stick their head out the window. And it was really close to my car, and I thought, well, I figured, anybody that leaves their windows down that a dog can stick their head out that far, got to be friendly dogs. So I said that to the dogs. I said, well, I guess since your heads are sticking out this far, you must be friendly. So because I got to walk right by them, like literally my shoulders were touching their noses, so that I could open the door of my car. And the guy rolls his window down the passenger side. Yeah, they're friendly. Okay, so fine. So then I said, oh, and I'm thinking the dogs are like mutts, okay, because their face is like that's like there's no they look like mutts to me. Anyways, I'm not a dog person, figuring dogs out. So anyways, um, I'm like, so what are they crossed with? And he was quite offended. He goes, well, they're purebred Australian Shepherds. And I'm like, oh. I said, oh, they see my dog in the car, and Doug's sitting in the car, and he's totally chilled, man. He doesn't care about these two dogs hanging out the window of this truck beside the car. But these two dogs in the truck are just losing it, hanging out, seeing Doug in the back of the car. And Doug's sitting there like he's so nonchalant, eh? That it's like he just didn't care. And so I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So the guy's offended because I didn't know they were Australian Shepherds, and I said, oh, my dog, he's just a mutt, he's crossed with stuff, whatever. And I said he works protecting a flock of ducks, and he's a I sort of I didn't say he's a working dog, but I said he works protecting a flock of ducks. So the guy goes, oh yeah, my dogs are working dogs too. I'm like, oh, I said, what do you do with them? Like, what's their job? If they're working dogs, like, do you live on a farm? I'm thinking to myself, this is all going through my head. Nothing. I live in town. And I'm like, you have two Australian Shepherds, which Australian Shepherds are pretty high-strung dogs, and they really love to work, they love to herd, and you're living in town. All right. That poor dogs are going to live, they're going to be so bored their whole lives, because I know people who have Australian Shepherds, and they work them. They're like, they can't do anything but work. That's all they want to do. It's sort of like having a border collie, and everybody has border collies and they're all strung out. It's because they want to work. They want to chase things and herd them and bring them in. And it's like these people get these working dogs and live in town, and I'm like, why would you do this? Like, anyways, sort of like getting a get a 130-pound dog and live in an apartment. That's what Doug's life was before I got him. He was trapped in an apartment for 17 months, and these people that get these big dogs, working dog, whatever. Like, it's just unbelievable. But anyways, that was my dog story from yesterday. I guess I got Windows 7 Pro is what I have actually, Dale. No. But I have a license. The guy when he did the motherboard, the tech guy, the Dell guy, he gave me a license for Windows 10. He gave it to me. He says, here's a license for Windows 10 if you want it. He says, just download it and here's the license number. So I got the Dell. Where is it? Oh. The old license for Windows 10, sealed, Dell. Says if you want to put it in, you can, but I don't want to install it. But I got it just in case I ever want to upgrade. So I got that. I know you're a Mac girl. You're a sweetie too, Deb. I need to write a book. I've been told that too before, Joyce. People have told me I could tell you stories. Man, oh man, I could tell you stories of my South American adventures. Their stories. It's like, in the days when you were allowed to get drunk on a plane. Do you remember those days, folks? Like back a life. Well, put it this way: you were allowed to even smoke on a plane. Okay, you know what I mean? That's how far back some of these stories go, where you could smoke on a plane. I used to live at. You could smoke on a plane. You weren't allowed to smoke in your seat, but they had smoking sections on planes. Now I also remember when every seat had an ashtray in the armrest. I remember those days. And then they went to, you can't smoke in your chair anymore. You got to have smoking sections. And they used to have the wide body jets, and you would actually go to a smoking section. Anyways, back then you were allowed to get drunk on a plane. They would feed you enough booze so that you could pass out. And once they got me so drunk because it was a 7-hour flight nonstop, and I thought, well, I'll just get drunk. And no, it was 13 hours. It was 13-hour flight nonstop from Belo Horizonte to Rio to Toronto, and it was 13 hours. And I figured, I'll get drunk and pass out. And I woke up in Rio. They carried me off the plane. I purposely passed out and they carried me off the plane. Oh, I woke up in the waiting area in Rio with no ticket, no nothing, everything. I was like, what am I doing here? I'm supposed to be on a plane going back to Canada. Oh, that wasn't a good adventure. That one. Anyways, I'm gonna. Oh, and no police either, Inga. Like just totally just the crew, just the crew carried me off. There was no authorities, no nothing, no badness, like no bad things happened. Just the crew didn't want this person, you know, passed out on the plane, but they carried me off, which made no sense because I used to pass out all the time and fly on the plane, 13 hours and hell, I used to do sleeping pills and be knocked out so that I can because 13 hours sucks on a plane. It's like I didn't want to be awake for 13 hours on a plane. It's like, can we figure out how to pass 8 hours of this asleep? Like really asleep? And I can't sleep very well because I'm a light sleeper. So, uh, you know, but they just decided to carry me off. It was like, oh man, it was. I never could figure out why they did that to me. No. American Airlines. That's what it was. It was American Airlines. It was. I don't know why they did it. Especially since they were the ones that gave me all the booze. I think they had a staff change. I think that's what happened because the first flight was a 2 hour connection, and it was the 2 hours that the girl just pounded the booze into me. She just gave me all I wanted, and then I think when we landed in Rio, I'd already fell asleep, and then they did a staff change, and the new staff didn't know who I was, and it was like, okay, we gotta get rid of this guy. Like, uh, no, it was all mixed drinks. It was in business section where they actually mix the drinks for you. Anyways, commercial air travel right now is similar to a cattle truck. I don't like it at all now. Don't like it at all. Not a big fan of it. Don't like flying at all now. It's like I used to flying used to be fun. I remember when it used to be fun. It used to be exciting. It used to be, remember flying? I don't know how many people here remember this. Remember you used to get dressed up to fly? You put your best clothes on and go flying because it was comfortable to fly. Now everybody dresses like total slobs because they pack you in like sardines and it's the only way you can be comfortable. Like nobody wore sweatpants, back then and tracksuits to fly or pajamas. You know what I mean? Like you dressed up to fly. Now they pack you so bad. You know, I just lost the stream. I just froze. I'm dying. I'm done. Yep. We just died. Am I gone?